looks like everything's here. We're going out. We have excellent status on YouTube, so we're here. We're live now. Interestingly, I've got the new Ecamm beta, which has got a horizontal, vertical sort of canvas, so you can do both at once. Interesting thing is, it doesn't seem to be going out to my dual stream horizontal on YouTube. I'm getting the cropped middle part of the horizontal. So we're experimenting. We're just giving things a trial, and that's part of being in the beta release of software like Ecamm. But yeah, that's what's going on. We might be doing some troubleshooting as we go live today, but I want to welcome everyone to the show. It's good to be live again. And this week, big announcements, beginning of the year, sort of, let's get into it, from Neil Mohan, the CEO of YouTube. So we're going to talk about that. We got other news. Creator Insider gave some minor tweaks and updates. Nothing humongous, but the big story this week, certainly for most creators, is the priorities for YouTube 2026. We're going to dive into those shortly. That is our main topic. We're going to do things in a bit of a different order. Now, I reset Ecamm right before I went live because I had some sort of bug where I couldn't change some color of some text. As a result, my slides that I spent a good hour and a half setting up, the font sizes all changed, so everything's a little bit out. So we might have to just try and fix it on the fly as we get to each page. So bear with me, because we're going to probably do that on the fly. And I do have the background music playing. Okay, background music playing. We're just going to drop that in the middle. And so how's everybody's week been? Let me know. I've basically set Ecamm up from scratch because of the beta, because of the dual screen, because I got to set up a horizontal and a vertical. So let's do some testing, make sure graphics come up. Now, if you're seeing what I'm seeing, actually, I can show you. Can I show you how this works? I don't know how to get it in the demo mode because it's been so long. It's okay. Go in the demo mode, and it will actually show you everything, the interface. It will show you both canvases. So my first question is, if you're out there, and maybe on a mobile device, have a mobile device decide, maybe you're watching on TV or computer or something else, just go into the shorts feed and see if you're probably going to see the cropped horizontal version, because I can see that in the integrated chat, but I might have another stream out there because Ecamm should be sending both the vertical and the horizontal out to YouTube. So I really don't know the nuts and bolts of all that. So let's jump in and give a few shout outs and make sure all that is working. So we're going to start with, where do I got to go? Click on here. So let's start off with Kevin Hawthorne is in the house, coming to us from Lakeland, Florida. Welcome to the stream. Then we had live stream consultant saying good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Monique is here as well. Was nice and early, as always, in the chat, way before the stream starts. Chantel is here. Welcome. Hello. We're in the wrench. Okay, now I've got to do everything manually here. Hopefully I don't miss anyone. SMA Sky is here. Welcome to the show. Lee is here. Anfield Road Layout in the Loft. Hi, everyone listening. Working on editing vlog and working on new thing for my channel. Excellent. Karen Colt's here. Welcome. Good morning. Eileen Smith is here as well. There we go. Bringing it up. Everything is live. So this horizontal thing, I tried to sort of keep it sort of the same, roughly the same theme as before. We also have Amazing Off Destinations is here. Welcome. And Cacophonous Cat is here as well. Saying good morning. Chantel says, I can't seem to find a vertical stream. Ollie says, it is a little buggy. And, that's That's the risk you got to take when you use the beta software. I permanently stream with the beta software, and usually it's pretty solid. And this is like the new beta with the dual streaming, also independent encoder for recording. So if you record to your hard drive, it's not going to get quality reduced because of maybe some streaming bandwidth bitrate adjustments that Ecamm does on the fly. It's recording a totally independent track to my hard drive. So we'll see how that goes. That's something else that's new in the beta that I am testing as well. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, Santa said, I don't want to take my rents. The shield is dumb. Oh, hot take. That is a news story that's coming up. We'll talk more about that shortly. Because, yeah, I found out about that today, this morning, my time at least. So, you know, your Friday afternoon, depending where you are. But everything else should be working as normal. Social Stream Ninja working as normal. Everything's out there. Everything's doing its thing. But yeah, I'm going to do a quick. We can do a quick search because of the test, and then we'll get into the news. I do have an iPhone view set up, so let's go to that. There we go. It's working. I've just jumped to YouTube. That is somebody's thumbnail. I didn't know what that was. Oh, there's Nick Demon. Nick Demon scheduled his stream. There we go. Okay, for us to check for shorts, I'm going to go shorts, going to pause it, going to go to live. No, instead of live, I clicked. All right, that's interesting. Why is the live feed showing my horizontal? That is weird. The short stream is showing my horizontal. I'm confused. I went straight in and jumped on my stream first. That is this stream. It's showing the horizontal stream. I think this is a side effect of Ecamm because I'm sure YouTube isn't doing this on their side. Let me see if there's anything else here real quick. Scrolling super fast because you don't know what's going to pop up. Okay, I'm going to hop back out. I'm going to pause that. That's interesting. Bug, sure to send a bug report. Yeah, I am going to. Okay, I am sending sending diagnostics, and then I'll after the stream I'll shoot off a message on the beta page on Facebook. So let's get back to, here we go. That is crazy. What else we got here? Philip Murphy's here. Happy Saturday to you all. You don't really say morning, afternoon, etc., as it's different for everyone. Well, that's true. That is true. It is 10:39 p.m. here where I am, so you know everything's different. Yeah, that's interesting that my horizontal stream is going out to the vertical feed. I guess that's better than the crop thing that I'm seeing. Like over on the YouTube's, where I'm doing dual stream on YouTube, the horizontal one is just the center crop like we did last week. Like it's just doing that same one. It's on the bottom. The bottom. I was looking at the top. Okay. Testing. All right. Well, we're not going to get too sidetracked by this because this is just, hey, this is first time. So whatever happens. We're going to go for it. I've sort of formatted the stories a little different today. Instead of like focusing on Creator Insider, because it wasn't really much to like write home about in a Creator Insider video this week. It was super short. There was a couple of minor things. We'll talk about them, but there's not too much detail here. So what I'm going to do is, I've lost my cursor. Here we go. I've got too many tabs open. Let's close all these extra tabs that I do not need open right now. because there is a couple of tabs I do need open that I don't have open. So I'm just going to open them to where they need to be so we can get into these news stories. I do have my notes up on the screen over here. Now I'm going to fix these on the fly, so hopefully these will be legible once I do a quick fix. But let's jump into the news.
Stay tuned for Creator News.
All right, and you can see all the fonts just resize there. So what I have to do is, I think all I have to do is just go in and resave it, and it should fix itself. There we go. There we go. And nobody's seen the vertical, so I don't need to fix the vertical. All right, we're just gonna pull back on that. There we go. We've got a little bit of written points. PS, we're on subscriber mode. I actually turned that off when I was setting the stream up. So let me go and check that real quick before we get going. Because if we are in subscriber mode, I purposely went and... Oh, it is too. That's weird. I went in on the settings on the way through. I actually clicked on anyone just to update that. Well, if I'm going to be in here, I'm going to quickly set up that redirect at the same time. There we go. Boom. All right. All right. This week, Neil Mohan, the CEO, I was going to say SEO, the SEO of YouTube, the CEO of YouTube, and did a video with Renee Ritchie and also put out a blog post over on the YouTube blog talking about their roadmap, so to speak, for YouTube for 2026. And there's 4 main areas that he talked about here. It says YouTube CEO Neil Mohan dropped his annual letter outlining the big 4 priorities for 2026. If you're planning your long-term content strategy, here is where YouTube is placing its bets. The first thing they talked about is creators are the new Hollywood. YouTube is doubling down on the living room experience, so big, large TV sort of content. Acknowledging that creators are now the stars and studios of primetime. So he's basically saying YouTube is the new TV. The YouTubers are the new personalities. YouTubers are the new content directors, producers, executive producers. He's saying there's many actual creators who are setting up, the larger ones, of course, with millions of subscribers, and that they're setting up like mini studios and large studios, even in places like Hollywood. With YouTube TV launching a customizable multi-view now, YouTube TV is just a US only thing. Us plebs out here in the rest of the world, we don't even have YouTube TV. So for you guys, multi-view, that means you can have multiple channels up at once, probably multiple videos, I suppose. I really don't know how that looks. The goal is to cement YouTube as the best destination for TV streaming. So they want people to just, when they turn their TV on, they're going to be on YouTube watching TV content and all the creator-made content. Podcasts, live streams, shorts, longs, and everything in between. We'll get to the AI slop versus protection in a second. I'm just going to jump back into the chat real quick. Landscape streams have better layouts for staff, it seems, than shorts. Like, yeah, definitely. I think so. I think we're all used to horizontal streams. You can lay things out a lot better. Like, you can't do a layout like this that you see now on a horizontal stream. It's a bit of a challenge. I'm looking at my horizontal feed. I made it look reasonably good, but it's a different layout that you got to cater for. Phil says, can I have the option to turn off shorts if I don't feel like them? LOL. You can reduce the amount of shorts that are being shown. If you're on some devices, when you see a short shelf, particularly on the home page, you'll see like 3 dots up on the right of the little shelf, and you go see less short. You click on it and go see less shorts, and sometimes it'll disappear for a bit, and then it'll come back. Apparently, you can, if you keep training that, it won't, because that does come back. if you keep training after a while, it will stay away. Allegedly, I was told by a reputable creator recently on a video. So they claim that it will, if you train it persistently, it will actually stay permanently gone. So who knows? And then if you're looking for shorts, you'll have to go down and physically click on shorts intentionally, because that's what you want to look at. So who knows? Who knows? Yeah. I fixed up the thing. I actually thought I had that turned off before the stream when I set it up. Something didn't take. Brent's in the house. Welcome. All right. Let's go into the lovely topic that everyone likes to talk about. Very newsworthy. AI slop versus protection. A major focus is managing AI slop, low quality, repetitive AI content. And I might add even low quality, repetitive content that isn't AI, because some people just make slop, even without AI. YouTube is investing in recommendation systems to reduce the spread of this type of content while introducing tools to protect creators' likenesses from deepfakes. I intend to do a video at some point on setting up the likeness thing, likeness detection in YouTube. So at some point I will do that. Shopping and monetization. We won't talk. We never talk about the roadmap for YouTube without mentioning monetization somewhere in the mix. Expect more friction-free shopping experiences where viewers can buy products without leaving the app, which is like as a departure, because right now you click on like somebody's merch page, it takes them off to the merch. If it's a YouTube affiliate, I think it takes you to the vendor in question for that affiliate. YouTube is also streamlining brand deals, allowing creators to dynamically swap out sponsored segments. We talked about that. That was announced at Made on YouTube back in September. They can do that to their back catalog videos to keep revenue flowing. So you can offer like ad spots to sponsors in old videos, and not just to say, oh, well, I got to make a new video. You can say, hey, you can have a 30-second spot in the video that is still performing this evergreen that I put out a year ago. And you know, these other 5 selected videos, or my entire back catalog. You can do whatever deal you want to do in terms of that. So it can be interesting when that rolls out, how that's going to change like the way people do brand deals. And a lot of people don't even do brand deals yet, but it's something that is probably worth sort of start dipping your toes in if the opportunity arises. Finally, parental controls. New features allow parents to set a 0 timer on shorts for kids and teens, aiming to empower parents to manage digital well-being. So parental controls, particularly when it comes to shorts, because shorts with the swipe or stay sort of mentality and mechanism, same as TikTok and some of the other platforms that do that, to help parents sort of regulate the amount of shorts that their kids are watching, their teens are watching. That's a good thing. So more tools to help parents, I think, is a better play than more tools to help governments regulate it themselves, if you know what I mean. So what we're going to do, I'm going to jump over to screen share, and okay, a bit of a different screen share thing here. So this is the actual blog post from Neil talking about our priorities for 2026. And this is the same, sort of the same breakdown, but with more details. Just showing you this, if you want to go on and sort of read what he actually says, or alternatively, you can go to the video that came out where he's having a short chat with Renee Ritchie over on, it's actually, you can actually find it on all the YouTube channels. It's on Neil's channel, it's on the Creator Insider channel, it's on the YouTube Creators channel. I think it might be on the YouTube Liaison channel as well. It's on about 4 different channels. You can find that because they've done like collab. So if you want to go read more about this, I'm generally happy. Now, I've heard some people complain about the AI thing, but it's just people bringing up the same thing that comes up every time that we talk about YouTube when it comes to AI detection versus AI creation tools. Now, that's something that sort of wasn't in that main sort of script that I had before, was AI creation tools. If I can find it. These are in here somewhere. Yeah, AI, I sit down the bottom here. It's in this article in a different order than it is in my slide. Okay, they're talking about protecting people from like the deepfake thing here. It becomes harder to detect what is real, what is AI generated. This particularly critical when it comes to deepfakes. So this goes into the likeness and content ID and supporting legislation like No Fakes Act, different things like that, where they're acknowledging that there is an issue with deepfakes. We've already seen it with Elon Musk hacked channel live streams where he's selling crypto or something that that he doesn't normally sell. That sort of deep fake is what they're concerned about, and anybody whose likeness is being used without their permission. So tools are getting in place. The likeness tools are already rolling out, and creators can sign up for that. And there is moderation issues when it comes to AI slop, and they're committed to working to reduce slop. And you might think, well, I do see some slop out there. What are they doing? And then on the other side, you see all the channels that are getting terminated for various reasons. Some of it's spam deceptive practices and different things like that. A lot of that that's being deleted and people complaining that their channel's been deleted. Some of that, not all of it, some of that is the AI slop. And it's AI slop creators complaining that they got terminated when they're making content that YouTube's just not going to allow, and that, quite frankly, viewers don't want to watch. They get sucked in by it. They accidentally come across it. Different things like that. And there was a part in here about AI in terms of good uses of AI, and some of that is here, like being able to auto dub in different languages, so people can understand your videos that maybe who don't speak English that couldn't watch them before, but now can because of auto dubbing. They're hearing it in their own language. But there's also stuff like, for viewers, there's an ask tool where they can ask questions about a video. They're not asking what the video is about, but they're asking questions like, what's the story behind the song's lyrics? Or what ingredients do I need to make this recipe? These are useful tools that AI can provide on the platform. And obviously, the AI tools that people complain about most are AI shorts creation tools. Now these are very good tools, and there's nothing wrong with these tools. I guess it depends on how you use them. And that's what YouTube's saying. They're saying, these are tools that people can use to make creative stuff if they want to be creative. Most of the tools I've seen, I'm quite happy with. I don't think I have any issues with those particular tools that they've brought out for shorts so far. Some of the ones that are coming out in the YouTube Create app, in the shorts tool area, they're very basic. They're not complicated. They're not helping people make slop. Usually what I find is people making slop outside of YouTube and then uploading it. All right, before we get to the next one, let's go back to here and see what we've got going on in the chat. We're going to catch up on the chat. Karen says, I've lost the spot here. Oh, here it is. Big worries about... Yeah, I've seen videos, but I haven't watched them about the TV license UK because it's a sort of very foreign concept in probably most other countries. I think UK is one of the unique countries that does this. As right now, people don't need a license in the UK to watch YouTube live. The cost is £174 per year. Yeah, because traditionally, I think that you've had to have a license. So if you've got a TV and you're watching like BBC and ITV and whatever the other channels you guys have over there, you need to have, you have to pay an annual license. And I'm assuming you don't pay a license if you like don't have a TV. I suppose. I guess the assumption is if you have a TV, then you're accessing the free to air content, and therefore you must pay the annual fee. I don't know that. Is that, Karen will know, 'cause I'm not in the UK. Is that per household or is that per television? Because that's interesting. And some people have televisions. They don't watch free to air TV at all. In this age, they're watching, as you say, YouTube. They've got a set-top box. They're watching YouTube, Amazon Prime, Netflix, Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, all those types of things. So they're not even watching the free-to-air TV. So yeah, I can see it's like this is revenue the government's quickly losing because people aren't watching. A lot of people are no longer watching that content, and and their laws are probably not keeping pace. I'm going to guess that's going to be my guess. Craig Classroom's here. Welcome. I can only stay through drinking my hibiscus tea because I'm going out early. Birthday breakfast with the bestie. Saturdays is the day for the birthday breakfasts and just the general breakfasts with besties. Philip says, just a note on the UK license fee law. It's only for things that are live, broadcast and sports right now live, not content creators at the moment. Yeah, it's like I would say if they pull YouTube in the mix, is the UK government going to give a big chunk of that to YouTube to reimburse creators? Are they going to divvy it up like YouTube Premium? Is that what the deal is? Or do they pocket it themselves? Even though that signal's coming through the internet, it's not coming across the airwaves. Sky News, YouTube Live needs license fee, Doug, not what UK law is at the moment. Okay, that's interesting. Today I learned you have to have a license to watch TV in UK. Yeah, I sort of knew that I've known that for a while, but I just don't know the ins and outs of how it works because it's a bit of a foreign concept. I noticed that sometimes YouTube gets it weird and thinks you haven't been subscribed even though you are and have been. Yeah, it can be glitches. There's always be glitches. I found this in the Google UK TV license watching on demand services. Okay, interesting. Oh, because if you're watching the content on your computer or your phone, and it doesn't count, but they're saying I guess what the argument is well, you're watching it as a set-top box like you are Netflix and everything else, so and it's on TV, so therefore. So the license is on owning a TV rather than it's not the reception of the free-to-air content from the BBC and others. That's interesting. Yeah, it should be crystal clear. They shouldn't be like having to if you as a lawyer have to try and interpret what it's all about, and it's not like out there playing cut and paste. This is what the current law about the UK TV licenses are, and this is what we do. This is how it works, and like I'm assuming you go pay it somewhere or you pay it online or whatever. It's like I guess the question is how they regulate that. How do they check? Well, they come door to door, knock on your door, and do a yearly check or a quarterly check or a half yearly check. We want to check how many TVs you have, and okay, I've got TV in every room, like our lounge room. We've got one in the bedroom for when we're laying in bed. We've got well, you got 3 TVs. We got to pay 3 times as much. Yeah, what about a projector? Does that count as a TV? Okay, so by household. But honestly, the BBC makes mostly rubbish. They survive mostly on their zombie income people who pay anyway because it's less hassle. Per household, but not for household tenants. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that's crazy. the fine is way more than what the license costs. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I think you guys need to like me. With the change in technology, you guys need to take the opportunity to get the whole thing wiped out and maybe come up with something new. It's a really dumb idea. It's like if they want extra money for people watching TVs, when they have a TV sales tax one time, it's 20% off the site. If the price of TVs go up 20%, hey, it's a one-time payment as opposed to paying a yearly fee. Anyway, let's get back to the news. There's more to talk about. If you got any questions about the vision of YouTube for 2026, we can talk more about that in your leisure. Okay, this is another one I've got to fix up real quickly. All I have to do is go in and just hit save, and it fixes it. Okay. This is a little bit shorter. Okay, this one. Let's see if I've got an image for this. Have I got an image for this? I know I've got I've got a website for this. That's okay. We'll talk through the points here first. You may have noticed some stuff on the platform recently changing in terms of like the YouTube logo, the red motif, and how everything's shaded and everything. YouTube has rolled out a new design refresh to modernize the branding. Firstly, there's a new color. The iconic red logo has been updated to a cooler version that is vibrant but less prone to cause burn-in on TV screens. So it's not like a flat red now. It's like a gradient color. We'll be able to look at some of those in a second. A new red to magenta gradient now appears on the progress bar, like button, and topic icons. This adds a sense of motion and forward movement to the UI. The startup animation and topic icons now have fluid animations to make the app feel more alive and human. And this is where we're going to jump over the screen share again. And a big shout out to Andrew Can, because I found about this from Andrew Can's stream the other day. YouTube's new Who, the story behind a brand new palette. And this is some animation showing you some of the animations and the color. You can see that in some of this, that there's shades, there's gradients. So you see the gradient in there, darker red on one side, so going to a lighter red, or a magenta on the other. So there's a lot of things going on here. Bit of an animation going on. I'm not going to read through the whole article, but just so you are sort of aware what to be looking for. It's a very subtle change because the logo is the same essentially, but now they've got some more of this gradient going on, which means that it's like runs from one color to another color in a certain direction. And look out for them around the animations as well. Back to here. And the next one, I'm going to go in and update this real quick. I only found out this right before the stream. I didn't have time to go in and actually reset them. There we go. Okay, this next one pertains to the actual Creator Insider video this week. So, in light of that, let's do this real quick. Oh, there we go. That's a little big. Let's put that there. I'm just going to close that animation because it's like probably bogging down my Chrome. For those of you managing channels on the go, this is an update that's coming to the YouTube mobile app. For those of you managing channels on the go, the mobile app workflow is getting streamlined to reduce clutter. Firstly, consolidated video management. The Manage Videos button is being removed from the channel page. Let's have a look at the channel page. All right, let's, iPhone screen. Okay, so there's my channel page there. I don't think I've got the update yet. You can see where it says edit channel, which is basically the same as manage. Although, let me check. Does that take me into, it takes me into the channel settings. Yeah, there was a separate button there, so I might have the update. there was a separate button there that says manage content, and that manage content will then take you to like your list of videos, so and shorts and live streams and stuff, so you can actually manage that thing. Let me get back to the other screen. And the Your Videos entry point on the U tab will now direct you straight to your channel page. So if we go to the U page here, I'm just seeing if I've got this update yet. I didn't think I had this update, but I'm just double checking. The U Videos entry point, Your Videos entry point. Okay, yeah, here we go. So when I go into the U tab, down here underneath this history thing here, you got Your Videos. If you tap on that, it now takes you to your channel page. Before, it would open up and show you recent videos and where you could like go in and edit stuff. But now it takes you to here. So this is the update. All right. Back to the other screen. The next thing is the upload flow. After creating a video, I won't be able to demo this. You'll be redirected to your channel page to manage content, short-sized videos directly there. Settings refresh. The video settings screen is moving away from a long list to a show more expander with grouped fields, making it less overwhelming. Settings refresh. The video settings screen. I don't even know where the video settings screen is. All right. I guess that's when you go in and click edit. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here we go. Let me just go back for a second. So when I'm in my channel and I click on the three dots and go edit, this is the edit screen. So what they're saying is, instead of having everything sort of listed down the page, it's actually going to be grouped. You can see how this is grouped now. So there's like settings under community, settings under monetization, settings under playlists, settings under attributes. And then the ones at top that are always displayed, like your visibility and your audience and your description and location. So I can show less, and it goes back to just those. Oh, it just shows audience, not made for kids, and visibility. But then you break that out and you can see everything. And then you can go in like attributes. This is like where I can do my altered content disclosure and my tags. In community, I can invite a collaborator, whether or not comments are on, and allow shorts remixing, and then playlists and so forth. So that's the new layout there. So I've got the new layout by looks of things. Let me get out of there on there, so I'm back to somewhere reasonable. All right, there we go. Let's see what we got here. Sharscrapper's in the house. Sharscrapper. Hey Doug, I'm mobile, but I'm here. Let me know what version you're seeing on mobile. Are you seeing my horizontal stream, or are you seeing some form of vertical? Whether that's just cropped down the middle of the screen, or like a particularly framed vertical. I don't know if Ecamm is actually getting my vertical canvas to YouTube at all. Larry, Home Rapid Repair is here. Happy Southern Hemisphere to you. Summer peeps. Is currently minus 26 degrees here. That's chiller. We're probably like positive 26 degrees Celsius. I think Chantel's mentioned. It's 11 p.m. It's 25. Feels like 28. So yeah, pretty close. I don't like it. Yeah. Wait till Monday, Chantel. It's going to be a heat wave. It's going to be hot. It's going to be mid 30 degrees Celsius. That is hot. Anything else? Shascrub's getting ready for a nasty winter storm. I did see something on YouTube where there might have been some like weather broadcaster where they're talking about something blowing through, some storm, winter storm, and I can like sweep down from the north. Nice. All right, let's go to the next one and let me fix it on the fly. Okay, there was a known issue this week in regards to specialized captions on YouTube. So if you use specialized caption formats, common among VTubers and international creators, take note. Particularly if you use the format which is known as SRV3 and YTT. YouTube has temporarily stopped serving SRV3 and YTT caption files because they are causing video playback failures for some viewers. Creators cannot currently upload these formats, and previously uploaded files of this type may not appear. This is a blow to channels that rely on these formats for stylized, colored, and positioned subtitles. So like they're very sort of fancy subtitles that you could enable. The status is that this is actually a temporary measure while engineering teams investigate those said playback glitches that viewers were having with that particular content. So there was a lot of talk on forums like Reddit and such, believing that YouTube was deprecating this altogether, but it turns out that it was a bug and an issue, so they have to just turn it off for a bit while they look into it and see if they can get that fixed. That was a nice quick one. I don't think that's probably going to apply to most people in this live stream, but somebody might be watching or watching the replay. So if you're worried about that, they should be coming back at some point. YouTube's working on a fix. To be determined. And now the late breaking news story. Let's hit that right now.
Stay tuned for Creator News. YouTube News Flash.
All right, I've got to fix this one too. Yay. Click, click. Click. All right. All right, I do have a picture that I haven't pulled up yet, so I'm going to pull that up now. That's not the picture I want. I want the real deal. Where's the real deal? That's what happens when you... I'll pull it up. I'll pull it on in a sec. But let's go through it. The wrench versus the shield, I call this. Eagle-eyed viewers, in particular, one of my channel members, Sal from Kelly Plains, emailed this to me. I had it in my inbox this morning when I woke up. They spotted a potential UI test. Now, we're not seeing it in this live chat, but you'll probably see it elsewhere. So keep your eyes open. Potential UI test regarding chat moderation badges. So traditionally, us mods, I'm one of those on a lot of channels. We have the blue wrench. The blue wrench has represented mods forever on YouTube. Some users are seeing the long-standing wrench icon or spanner, whatever you want to call it, for moderators replaced with a blue shield. I'll show you a picture in a second. So this is sort of the rest of this is a speculation because this is really early news. We don't have anything, any feedback from YouTube on this yet. This aligns YouTube with other platforms like Discord and Reddit, where shields represent safety roles. It likely signals a branding shift towards online safety rather than just technical moderation. Is it for everyone? Not yet. It appears to be an A/B test or a server-side rollout, as not all users are seeing the shield even in the same chat, which is interesting. So we're gonna get some feedback on this, but let me just pull up what Sal sent me. Let me just load this into Ecamm real quick. Oh, it's too big. We'll keep it. Oh, not what I did. There it is. Okay, this is obviously, this is from someone I think who's on an Android phone. That's why the font looks a little bit different. But you can see the mod Cat's Meow. See how there's a shield there instead of a wrench? That's what we're talking about. And they started getting a bit of a chat. They're even commenting on it here. It says Tony says, there's a blue symbol like a shield. Definitely not a wrench, at least for me here. So he was seeing that his. Not too much to talk about that, but there was a comment like directly about that feature just there on the screenshot. So yeah, the blue shield instead of the wrench. Let me know what you think. Actually, I'm going to hide that again so we get that off there. Let's go back. Let's go back to the main screen. All right, let's go through the chat. Let's have a discussion about any of the topics that we've talked about today, including Chantel says the wrench rocks. Monique says it sounds lame. Okay. I'm assuming that's to do with the shield versus the wrench. Larry says keep the wrench. Mods rule. There we go. Gee, if I have to change my special emoji from a wrench to a shield, I don't know. Ooh, the shield is lame. Like I know. We're used to the wrench. It's just the blob of meh. The wrench is better. There we go. Chantel has strong opinions. I can see a strong rant coming on Chantel's stream on Sunday night. Shield isn't as obvious as Beanie. Welcome to the stream. Why could I be convinced to not label my mod duties calling me a wrench? That's funny. Put a wrench inside the shield frame. Where's Renee? LOL. Yeah. That blue shield looks lame. I wouldn't even know it's supposed to be a shield. That's fair. Frankie's here. Welcome. It's dumb. Hard to see on the phone as well. There we go. I'm waiting to see it in the wild myself. I haven't seen it in the wild. I've just seen screenshots. On Twitch, it's a sword. That is true. You are right. On Twitch, it's a sword. On other places, it's different things. I think having the different things is a bit of sort of shows a little bit of the platform personality. So YouTube keeping the wrench, I think, has a bit more. That's YouTube's personality when it comes to mods. The wrench, like it's like you could have a band hammer, you could have a shield, you could have a sword. Like I think the sword's a bit lame. Like I sort of understand the shield as a protection. I sort of understand it. I understand the logic behind it. But I think at this point, we're burnt in with the wrench. It is our favorite because it is what we know, and we directly know that is YouTube. I don't know why I clicked on it. I'm just clicking on stuff. YouTube always has a wrench. Blue badge doesn't look any different from members. Yeah. The only differentiation is their name's blue and then members are green. That's the only way we can find out, because you could have a blue loyalty badge that looks like a shield. They might have a green name, but they might have a blue shield. I could easily create a blue shield and have all my membership loyalty levels in different colors of shields, and one of them would probably be blue. Pitch the shield, keep the wrench. Still not on YouTube on mobile. No, my friend, it is not, Renee. So this is going directly. I'm speaking right to future Renee here. Probably not watching live. Living in California, super early. Renee, we're happy to keep the wrench. We don't want the shield. So if you're A/B testing it, we want the wrench. We want to keep the wrench. Like it's fun that it's popped up and all, but we prefer the wrench. It shows a bit of YouTube personality. It's the YouTube wrench. No other platform has it. We see it. We feel at home. We know we're on YouTube. Chantel's favorite tool is the hammer. The bigger, the better. Indeed. If we have to copy anyone, I want the sword, but I prefer the wrench. We can hit things or fix things. Wrenches are multi-purpose. Yeah. Multi-purpose indeed. A sword would probably get banned as a dangerous weapon. You get demonetized for having a sword that YouTube gave yourself. Yes. The wrench makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. So nobody prefers the shield. So that's like, I just thought maybe I should do a poll. Let's to be sure. Let's do a poll. We've got time to do a poll, and I've lost my cursor here. All right, let's popping up the poll. Start a poll. Should mods have wrenches or shields? If I can spell shields. No, I can't spell shields. Next to their names. I'm just going to leave it. Yes or no. Simple as that. Boom. It's out there. All right. You can vote at your leisure. I'll jump back into the chat. If you've got any questions for me, make sure to drop them in the chat. We're in the Q&A section of the show. Put them in chat, put a Q in front of them. Just like Larry has there in the chat. We'll highlight that one in just a second. I was in my own channel moderation earlier and I found the typical hide user from channel, but now I see always approved comments from this user. Is this no, that's been there for a long time. So if you're the channel owner, you have like a couple of extra settings. Approved comments from this user means that you trust that user so much that when they comment, even if they say something a little bit suspect, it won't hold it for review. It will just publish it. So that's what happens if you approve somebody for your channel as an approved user. They have like free reign to comment what they want. So only apply that to somebody you totally trust to not do anything, say anything silly in your comments, or if you don't care, either way. So yeah, that's been there for a long time. But yeah, mods don't see that. Mods don't have any control of that. Only the channel owner, the streamer, depending if it's a video or live stream. Twitch uses a sword, but then again, the chats, they're more necessary as users bite there more than YouTube live chat. Yeah, Twitch tends to be an interesting place. This is in studio community settings, if I recall. Yes, there's a whole box section in the community section. It would probably be under community. Yeah, it'd be in community because they rejigged all the tabs in that section recently. But yeah, if you go into community, there'll be a box called approved users. And so you can actually pop people's names in there. And they will be automatically approved, which means anytime they comment, a live stream, or a comment on a video, it will automatically go live with no moderation if they say something that might otherwise be kept back by a filter. I say if they really want the shield, they can just put a 1. Let's have a look. That poll is a poor poll. I said, should they have a wrench or a shield? And I said, yes or no. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to end the poll. We're going to start again. I just realized that was a silly poll. Because I should have given it like a weighted opinion instead. I should have just said, the better way is to say, this is what we're voting for. Wrenches. Shield. Or wrench, shield. Not wrenches. We only get one wrench. Wrench or shield for mods. There. We'll keep it super simple. All right. New poll. You'll have to vote again. Apologies. Shark Scrapper called me on it. All right. That's out there now. Yeah, Beanie called me on it too. Everyone's calling me on it. That's what happens when you rush a poll. See? Finally the real poll. Indeed. Indeed. All right. While people are voting and or dropping your question or comment in the chat, I am going to quickly check to see if I can find my Ecamm version of this vertical in the feed of shorts. Okay. See, I go in the shorts feed and it is literally giving me the horizontal feed. I don't believe it. I don't know whether that's Ecamm doing that or whether now this is interesting. This could be what's going on. Maybe they detected us a horizontal stream. Instead of trying to crop it, they just give you the whole thing. Although in the studio, I see this. This is what I see. In the studio, I see like the horizontal feed and then a cropped center from supposedly the vertical stream. But it looks like what they are doing, because I'm looking at my phone right now. Let's go to the phone. Let's do this. You can see that this is what I'm saying. That is definitely the stream. It says there's 21 concurrent viewers. We've got 8 likes. I haven't looked at the stats. I don't see the stats. Yeah, and I'm seeing the same comments coming up. So here is, yeah. So what they're doing is they're just putting my horizontal stream out as the vertical stream. There might be a bit of lag when I'm like going Inception, like showing like other like screen shares and stuff. So let me go back to the basic one here. I'm gonna swipe. You know what? I should also go subscription feed. Although I'm not. Oh, maybe I should go to. What I should do is jump to another channel. Who is? I go to my other channel. My other channel is subscribed to me, which we know because I currently have a gifted membership. Let's go to subscription feed. It's showing me the horizontal there in the subscription feed, which makes sense. And let's jump into the shorts. Pause it, go live. Yeah, it's doing the same thing. Showing me, it's actually putting the horizontal stream out in the vertical, just at the top of the vertical stream, which sort of makes more sense because the center crop doesn't really work for what I'm doing. Oh, it wants me to vote. I need to vote. Let me do that. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's jump back into the chat. What are friends for Doug but to call each other out from time to time? Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Wrench, shield, home alone face. Who voted for the shield for a laugh? I see the amusement, but the answer is obviously wrench. Oh yeah. What's the current? What am I seeing currently? I'm currently seeing. No, I gotta click on it. Okay, got 14 votes. 14 votes. 86% say wrench. 14% say shield. Is that more than one person? 14%. How many times does 14 go into 100? Is it 14 times? 15 times? Interesting. Shorts feed being horizontal. Yeah, lag here as well. Yeah, I think I sometimes get a little bit of a lag when I pull up something that's like playing a video or something. I see it a little bit choppy. Like I was playing before the stream, I was playing a YouTube video back. It was like in the screen share because I went to the screen share. It was playing a YouTube video at the time and it was quite choppy. Should those who vote for the shield be banned? I kid, sort of. All right, universally unliked. All right, so the question is going to be this: how are we going to put up with like shield testing, A/B shield testing in live chats? Like it's like handles, channel names, handles, channel names, handles, channel names. That went on for a long time. That went on for nearly a year. Please don't do that, YouTube, with the wrench and the shield. That's the shield. Get the feedback. The feedback is with the shield, bring back the wrench, everybody's happy. We can tell you that answer right now. You do not need to change it. YouTube, you do not need to change it. Unless, of course, this is one thing I would consider. If you give the channel the choice of a wrench or a shield, just for personality purposes, just for changing it up a bit, I think that could be interesting. Like, I'd be open to exploring that as a setting, because then it gives creators a little bit of something I can control. I can control the look of my chat now that if I have to have handles, at least I can choose if my moderators are wielding wrenches or shields. Maybe. Because I believe that there will be some out there who do like shields. There will be some out there who do like the shields. I know that's strange to say, but there will be some out there who actually like the shields more. Oh, somebody likes the shield. Nobody's going to admit to liking the shield because they're going to be overwhelmingly overwhelmed. It could be an Android thing too. It could be like, hey, we're going to do this on Android as an Easter egg or something. I don't know. Also, if they're taking our wrenches, at least give us be able to mention people on mobile. Yeah. So start typing at CH, and then obviously everybody who starts with CH at CH pops up in a list and you can tap on them. Oh, there's a die warning. If Chantel finds out who you are, who voted for the shield, she'll find you and boot you out. Oh, I have a funny story. It's funny story time. Oh, that's an interesting thing. Davison's yes. My brain's not working. Dang. I'll just say dang for sure. Managing moderator's wrench and standard moderator's shield. That is interesting, and maybe that makes sense. Differentiate managing moderators from standard moderators. I'll be interested in Chantel's opinion on that one. Very much so. That's actually a good point. I think it might have crossed my mind when I first saw it this morning, but then I forgot about it. But that's actually a good point. So, waiting to find out what that's like. But while we're doing that, I have a moderation faux pas. I was casually hanging in the chat of Andrew Cairns' stream the other day. Let me see if I can find it in my subscription feed so I can show you. He was breaking down the Neil Mohan blog post, basically. This one here. Yeah, screen share would be good. So this one here. One of my cursors moving around with. Andrew Cam, our priorities 2026 on the logo. So I was at work, so I was sort of like not intently moderating, but I was like there. And I think there was a few other moderators. I think Beanie might have been there. I'm not sure if he's there when I did it. But towards the end of the stream, now I say this for the benefit of Chantel as well, because she might have followed this afterwards in his Discord mod chat. I don't know if she saw this or not, but there was some odd sort of names pop up in the chat. They weren't doing anything bad, but it was like very odd because it'd be like at, and then it would be a weird like Japanese symbol, and then it would be a verified channel. And then you click through to the channel and they would have like 2,000 subscribers and have a different channel name altogether. The handle even looked different. I'm like, what wizardry of this? But they weren't commenting anything normal. They were just like dropping like a one character or one emoji or something. Friendly, mind you. But I didn't know what was going on. And there were several of them in the chat. And I looked, and when I looked at the channel, and I thought, this is really weird. And I wasn't so concerned that that it was like had a verification check mark, because Andrew Ken himself had a verification check mark, and he doesn't have 100,000 subscribers. He got his other ways through YouTube, and it makes sense. YouTube employees might have those as a verification mark as well. So what I did is I went in yeah, this is a bit weird. They're not commenting like normal people. I think this is spam. I'm going to delete it. I'm not just deleting the comment, but I hid the user from channel. I find out after that, and there was like probably 3 or 4 that I did it to in a short space of time. It turns out, let me go back to here. It turns out they were YouTube employees. So they don't have anything like obvious that stands out, but they stood out just because of they looked weird. It looked different. I wasn't so concerned that the fact that they had verification check marks. But apparently they were, and so Andrew had to go in and unban them after the stream. They reached out to him, but he did thank me, because if it wasn't for that, they wouldn't have reached out to him to tell him, "Hey, don't ban us. We're actually YouTube. It's us. We're YouTube employees. We're just like come in and see what you're saying about." I guess because he was talking about the big announcement for the week. So yes, I banned YouTube employees from Andrew Can's channel. So that is my big, thing. Like, and I said to Andrew, if Chantel was here, they would have been gone even quicker. Just to say, what sort of shenanigans is this? You're gone. So if you ever see something weird like that, maybe make some inquiries first. I certainly will be. I'm like, I was banning YouTube employees from Andrew's chat, so he had to go figure out how to unban them. So let's jump in the chat, see what we got. Let's call the thing. I don't have the pop down today, but it doesn't stop me from playing this.
It's the last call.
Last call means it's your last chance to ask a question or make a comment before we wrap things up, and send everybody on over to Nimmin Live with Nick and D Nimmin coming up on the hour in about 22 minutes from now. Let's see. Let's get caught up on the chat. That's what we're doing. We got that. Yes, you can drop those. They work. Don't make Chantel mad. You wouldn't like her when she's mad. Chantel says, I could see a reason to differentiate 2 mod levels, but the shield is still blur. It could be better. Yeah, they could put some nuance on it. It does look like a blob. There's no like I would like some like shield markings to make it look even more like a shield, like basic ones. I know the wrench is basic, but it has a shape and it has a thing. Philip says, I have an idea. New mods can be blue badge, while old mods can be wrenches, so the wrenches know who to guide. Oh, the other way around. So that would basically be the other way around. Like if you're a managing moderator, you would have a wrench, and then if you're another moderator, you'd have a shield. I can see them go either way, but I suspect that the shield, because of the higher level and because the managing moderator has access to that channel's like block words list and stuff, whereas a regular moderator doesn't. So I can see that's the reason why you would put the shield on the managing moderator. So that's interesting. Karen says, I've seen channels giving everyone a wrench. Oh my goodness. Don't get me started on that. That's like, yeah. To turn their chat blue, dangerous, because they can go, yeah, you can delete other people. You can hide users from the channel so they can never comment again. If you want to silence someone, it's like hide from channel. And unless somebody else picks up on it and the streamer goes in and unbans that person, then they're gone. They can't comment anymore. It's it's dangerous. So if you're a live streamer out there and you use the mod wrench as a candy bar for all your viewers, so they can feel important, or so that they and one technical reason why some people do this is because they can then click go to channel and look at other people's channels. So you might see that sort of thing jumping along in what we call like grow streams, where it's like it's sub for sub, basically, without calling it sub for sub. So they would go in, and because they've got a wrench, they can go to channel. They can open up the channel. They can hit subscribe instead of like. But they could simply just highlight the username and go and paste it in the search bar, and their channel will come up anyway. But clicking the dot and then clicking go to channel, I guess that's less clicks. But there's a reason why they no longer give that to just regular users, and it's a safety thing. It's a safety thing. But, if you want to find that channel, you're going to find that channel anyway. I've seen that before. Verified channels have this. Yeah. They could be employees of YouTube. They could be maybe been associated with like an MCN or something in the past, where they had back in the day they had different rules. That's why Andrew Ken has a verification mark. Beanie didn't see the verification marks on that stream. Are you sure? Are you sure they were? Yeah, yes, I am. Absolutely. Because they had that had that like grey box around the name as well, so it was like grey handle on the grey with the little check mark next to it. Yeah, they're employees. Larry says, "You're banning YouTube employees?" Yeah, absolutely. I'm not afraid of YouTube. I'm just going to ban the employees. Yeah, I wish they would have just like said something normal, and I wouldn't have maybe thought much of it. Because I understand some people are in other countries and they might have like at something in a different language, and that's all fairly limited. You're not technically supposed to have special characters in handles. It's very limited as to what type of characters you can use in a handle. So yeah, if you give everyone a blue wrench, here we probably just remove each other and then others' comments. Yeah, well, that's the thing that can happen. You can delete comments. You can time out people. You can hide them from the channel so they're muted and nobody can ever see their comment when they're commenting away and nobody will see it. Curious, who was saying they're employees and what verification was there? Well, they reached out to Andrew privately afterwards. That's how Andrew found out they were YouTube employees, and he has contacts at YouTube, so he'd be able to verify that. Very likely, but verified handles and problems. I would ask the question. Yeah, that's like I'm like. I don't think at the time Andrew didn't. I don't think Andrew knew they were YouTube employees at the time either. He didn't know until they reached out. So he was sort of happy because they actually reached out and let him know. And he goes, "Oh, I wouldn't have known they were YouTube employees in my chat if you hadn't banned them." I know Doug has angered YouTube employees. Now we're getting shield for mods. Oh yeah. Don't pin that one on me. I'm not claiming that one. Evan Carmichael banned me. It was Daryl Leaves. I've been removed from Daryl Lee's channel twice as a moderator. The moderator. One time was an accidental. It was like, thumbs on the screen, tap the wrong thing. And then something else happened another time. I was going for something and then the chat moved and clicked on me on accident. So don't remember Evan Carmichael. Chance to get everyone tools, mod tools deserve everything they get. Yeah, that's the final word. I've seen channel owners unban people that were trolls because they were banned by mods because they didn't want the drama. Oh, yeah, no, that's silly. It's like back your mods 100%. Like I did that in error. Like I did that with my best instincts. But Andrew still backed me. But he sort of said, "Hey, next time just maybe check because this thing happened." Even so, allowing people to post the link is probably better than the whole channel access. Yeah. Cause you can simply let, because there's some channels out there you can post links to because they've unchecked it. Actually, one of the YouTube ones this week, I had to refer somebody. I'm like to one of the YouTube help pages. I'm like, I don't know if the links are going to work, and it worked. And I'm like, okay. I can't remember which channel that was on, but it was one of the YouTube channels. It was like a recent video about whatever the topic was. I have one mod in my lives. I know him well, and we've just discussed how to manage things. Yeah. Generally, you back your mods because you've had that discussion, and then stuff happens, and then you tweak things, and it's good. But wherever possible, back your mods. I think all channels in good standing with YouTube should have verified tick, so we know to be cautious with new channels. Yeah, maybe alternatively, because they wouldn't make a change to the current verification. But what they could do is maybe give, because a lot of people say, I want to support new channels. So maybe give new channels a new channel tag. So when you're between maybe your first year of YouTube or your first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, something like that. I don't know. YouTube would come up with a thing that you get like a new tag next to your channel. Or maybe first 10 videos or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. There's like 50 different ways you could do it. And then that would like flag people to go, oh, I want to go. These people are new. Let's give them a chance. We'll give them support. I like what they're doing. I think there's potential. I'm going to subscribe. I think that could be helpful. And then if you're not interested at all, then you just go. You just skip it. I'll be banned by the best. 100%. I don't know. Some people who were banned for some small reason might deserve another chance. Yeah, and that's up to the streamer. Obviously not for anything like, say, really bad. Yeah, that's right. I think if somebody gets removed from a channel, like hide users from channel, it's up to the streamer what type of second chance they want to give them in terms of that. So, it might be a matter of that person reaching out to the streamer, because I don't know whether the streamer is going to be aware of every little thing that happens in the stream if they're in a real busy stream. So, yeah. All right. We're going to wrap things up. Let's talk about where we're going. Where are we going? What's coming up? I don't have all the music and jingly things going on here yet. I've got some things to tweak here. But coming up, we've got Nimmin Live, 9 a.m. Eastern, which is in 12 minutes from now. So we are wrapping up. Chantel's stream, as usual, is at 7 p.m. Eastern. On Sundays, that's 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, or 11 a.m. if you're in Sydney or Melbourne, down south, Tasmania. So adjust for your time zone. And next week, I'll be back with another edition of YouTube Creator News, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, Saturday. As always, I'm here. Same time, same bat time, same bat channel, as they say. Let's go back. Let's see if I've got my end stuff set up properly, because I've been setting this up since yesterday. I want to thank everyone for watching. If you have any questions, if you're watching the replay, make sure you drop a comment and drop a like on the stream. It's a bit of news, a bit for the community as well. And if you want to actually reach out and get the news in a written format, then you can certainly, like, if you're not into maybe the community and the chit chat and the Q&A, then you can subscribe to my brand new e-newsletter. The first one went out last weekend. You can sign up. The link, I don't have the QR code set up on the screen today, but you can go and find the link in the description of this video, of this live stream. Well, stick around. You're going to be automatically redirected to Nick's pre-show stream, and I will catch you later. And I don't have music. So I am going to play. What have I got? I don't have my outro music. Oh, you know what? I do. Here we go.